My dad had a stroke, chose his girlfriend over his family, and now I don't care what happens to him. Last year, my dad suffered a stroke. While he was in the hospital, everything seemed fine on the surface, but there was an underlying argument brewing between my aunts, his sisters, and his girlfriend. The tension revolved around where my dad would stay once he was discharged. In the end, my dad chose to live with his girlfriend, despite my aunts warning him that she was not who she seemed to be. Their concerns were dismissed. Things quickly went downhill. My dad's business took a huge hit and eventually had to shut down. The brewing argument finally exploded when my dad accused my aunts of wasting his money, which was not true. On top of that, his girlfriend started demanding his gold watch, bracelets, necklace, and other valuables, but my aunts had already hidden them to protect them from her. It became clear she was manipulating him, and the situation escalated to the point where he signed a contract agreeing to sever ties with my aunts. He even said some vile and unforgivable things to them, all because of her influence. Fast forward to recently, his girlfriend dumped him at my aunt's house. She cleared out the house she and my dad were living in, took the car, and left him with nothing. Now my aunt and my brother are arguing over who should take care of him. My brother said no because he does not have the space, and I refused because I cannot afford to quit my job to look after him. For some context, my dad was abroad for most of my life. While he earned money, we barely had enough to survive each month, as he only sent us enough for the month. Oh, and he barely bought us things growing up. He was a chronic cheater, always angry, and only sent me a small allowance for my studies. I was lucky to attend a free university. And when he finally came home last year, he barely gave us anything, which was expected. The sting, I guess, is how he spent more time with his girlfriend's kids than with us. Here's the thing, I do not care what happens to him. I feel no guilt, no pity, and no sense of responsibility. He made his choices. He pushed his family away, trusted the wrong person, and burned every bridge he had. Now he is paying the price, and I have made peace with the fact that I am not going to save him. Oh, and we are returning all his jewelry, which he can, I do not know, use to fund a caregiver for a few months. The argument was not what broke my family's father's side apart. It was just the final straw in a long line of issues. The way my dad treated my mom when I was growing up made me hate him as a kid. And while I have grown up, I guess that hatred never really went away. Call me selfish and ungrateful, but honestly, I would say karma really does hit like a bitch.